Hey everyone, buckle up for a new episode of Bumpaholics, the one and only podcast made to teach all about the arrival of a baby before, during, and after. Whether you're an expecting mother, have questions about fertility, having difficulty with lactation, or in your postpartum period, you're sure to learn from our experienced doulas when you listen to Bumpaholics. Today, we'll be diving into pregnancy week 9 with me, Brittany. Join us in the comment section today for this episode of the Trimester journey. Welcome to another episode of the Trimester Journey. I'm Brittany Brownell, certified birth and bereavement doula, certified birth photographer, director and volunteer with Casey Women's Ministry, and mother of 3, soon to be mother of 4. So let's start with our symptoms this week. Yay for those hormones. I don't know about you, but my mood is up and down and side to side. My husband just laughs. You know, we've been through this a few times. So he gives me a hug when I get weepy and laughs when I get cranky. Then he hands me stickers from the pack that he bought me at Christmas. One of those candy bars by the Yard Packs, you know, the big one. It's got like 18 bars in it or something. So I'm sure we're running out. Who knows? Anyway, it's totally normal to feel like you're out of control and just your hormones are going crazy and your emotions are wild. And it's normal to still feel tired. I'm yawning during my videos. So, you know, it's tiring building a human, creating a human. Our bodies are working hard to grow these little babies and to develop the placenta that's going to help us with that. So again, I'm not really showing yet, but if I press on my lower tummy, I can feel this little knot, especially if I lay on my stomach on the floor. I was helping my kids with something the other day and I was lying down on the floor. It's like, oh, I feel him. I feel the baby in there. You know, it's like I'm getting chubby all over again. But most of that's water weight and just the blood volume increase. And then the new weight of the baby and the placenta and all those organs. Well, I say all those organs, the one organ that we're creating along with the baby. Throughout your pregnancy, especially during this first trimester, is normal to gain 1 to 5 pounds. Throughout the whole pregnancy, it's normal to gain anywhere from 20 to 40 pounds. So it's okay if you're feeling a little chubby. All right, how big is baby this week? So this week is week 9. This baby is just under an inch long. It's about the size of a pecan. Baby's not really in that C shape anymore. Baby's, well, he's going to be in the C shape just because it's in your tummy still. But the baby is, it looks more like a baby and less like a pig alien. So when we got our sonogram from our first baby, yeah, that at that 10 weeks, I think it was the 10-week sonogram. Yeah, it's like a pig baby. It's an alien baby. My husband's like, what is that thing? Anyway, so the baby's muscles and certain body parts are there. They aren't complex yet. They're just the beginnings of these structures. The baby does have fully functioning kidneys, liver, brain, and lungs. The lungs are not fully developed, but they are functioning. So before long, the baby's going to start to develop taste buds. And the foods that you eat, the baby's going to get a taste of those things through the amniotic fluid and the umbilical cord. The eye structures are beginning to form. And as they form the eyeballs and all of that stuff, it's going to make those eyelids, and they're actually going to be fused shut in order to protect those eyes and continue to develop the eyes. And they'll stay that way for about 4 more months. So at the beginning, the baby is also beginning to develop their sense of balance. So the inner ear is developing, and the fluid that is naturally found in our ears is also developing. And baby's going to be able to tell up from down. Some nutrition this week. Just keep going with that balanced diet. Keep going with fruits and vegetables. Constipation is going to be a constant, especially in this first trimester. Your body is still slowing things down, so it can pull all the nutrients out of the foods that we're eating. Fruits and vegetables can really help keep that constipation at bay and keep you as regular as we can possibly be, because it really isn't fun to be constipated. So let's see. Some things to think about for when you need to call your healthcare provider. Other than any concerns that you have, follow your gut, follow your instincts on that. But just some usual precautions of any bleeding, any excessive nausea. If you have any falls or accidents, especially if you land on your stomach, that's concerning. So talk to your doctor about that. Excuse me. Again, see, I mentioned yawning. And of course I have to yawn during the video. Something fun that you can look up this week is some facts about birth order. So birth order tells us the place that each baby has in the family. And it's not necessarily based on the reality of the number of that child. So I have 3 kids right now. It's not necessarily saying that child 1 is firstborn, child 2 is secondborn, especially if you have child 1 as say a 15-year-old and child 2 is a 1 or 2-year-old. Child 2 could potentially act as a firstborn. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself, but it's not necessarily even what mom or dad feels about the birth order and birthplace, or even the identity of the child. It's really interesting. I definitely say go take a look at this. So some characteristics of a firstborn might be a perfectionist. They're reliable, they're conscientious, they're list makers, they're organized, they work hard, they're driven for things. They're just a natural born leader, and they have good critical thinking skills. They're usually pretty serious or scholarly. They're logical, and they don't necessarily like surprises. I don't know if that's true. Well, I mean, it might be. I don't really like that many surprises. I like knowing what's coming. My daughter's like that too. But this says loves computers. I don't know. I find that kind of weird. But maybe it's a thing. I don't know. So a secondborn can be the meditator. They're compromising. They're usually diplomatic. You know, they're the ones between the first and the third who are always trying to fix whatever problem there is. They're avoiding the conflict. They're possibly independent. They're loyal to their friends and peers. They might have many friends. They're pretty social, but they might be secretive. This one says unspoiled. I don't know about that. Maybe it's meaning secondborn without a thirdborn. I don't know. Or maybe it's meaning secondborn when there is a thirdborn, because my sister was secondborn and she's pretty spoiled. Love you. So the thirdborn, this here says, can be manipulative. They're charming. They blame others. They seek attention. They're tenacious. They're a people person. They're a natural salesperson. They're precocious, engaging, and affectionate, and they love surprises. I was going to say, I hope we have some positive ones in here because these don't all sound positive. But it's interesting. It doesn't necessarily mean they're accurate to each birth order type. But like I was saying, I mean, you could have your firstborn be out of the house and you have your secondborn, and that one could be like a firstborn or like an only child, you know. And just because they're firstborn, you also have the only child or sibling situation that affects this birth order and their characteristics. But anyway, something fun this week. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Bumpaholics. You can find more information at caseywomen'sministry.org. Thank you again for joining me today. Bumpaholics is available on YouTube and pretty much wherever you find your podcasts. If you haven't already, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you don't miss any of our future episodes. We do post a new episode every week. Usually 2 now. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. We loved having you here. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon.